Hello, everyone. This is Barendipitous again. I just wanted to give a brief explanation for this particular playlist here on the Brawlhalla Underworld YouTube channel. So, um, this is a series of cast and crew interviews that I thought would be that I think these were all done around September of 2020, maybe even August, perhaps. Basically, in the couple of months leading up to October 2nd, 2020, which is when episode one of Brawlhalla Underworld released here on YouTube. So I thought that as sort of like a way to lead up to the official release of episode one, I thought it'd be fun to have some cast and crew interviews. And so I sort of just asked around in the Brawlhalla Underworld server, hey, who would be a Discord server? Hey, who would be interested in being interviewed? I had a series of questions that I wanted to ask everybody, anyone who wanted to, and there were a number of people who were all for it. As you can see, there are 12 videos here. The first two, the one for Saturn and Mirage, those weren't necessarily the first interviews done, but they were the first that were completed and edited for this YouTube channel. It was actually Mirage BH, who did the video and audio editing for those. So she did a pretty good job. She even added subtitles as well, which I thought was impressive. But then after that, we never really got around to putting the rest of the interviews up for one reason or another. So this is as part of my efforts to put everything about Brawlhalla Underworld onto this YouTube channel or onto the internet for public display. Here are the rest of them, basically. After the first two, the rest are not edited. You see, there's no thumbnail or anything. It's just the audio. And I haven't edited the audio either. I just sort of like dragged and dropped all of them, just so that I can just have them all in there, right? As a bit of context, as further context, I basically had the same handful of questions prepared for each one. I wanted each of them to be fairly quick and but still fun, and just ways to kind of like help build hype for the for the release of Brawlhalla Underworld. So I would introduce the person. I have the script right here. I would introduce the guest, the person I was interviewing. I would ask them what they did in Brawlhalla Underworld, just so that they could have the opportunity to like say in their own words what they did, whether they're a voice actor, what part they speak, or if they're an artist, or if there's something else. And then I asked them a question that was meant to kind of set up another one. So well, actually, no. First of all, after having them say what they do in Brawlhalla Underworld, I asked them to explain how they heard about this fan project and how they got involved in it. So you kind of get the story of how each of them got involved in this project in the first place. And then the next question I asked was a setup for the fourth one. So the third question is that currently there were 10 episodes that have been fully written, with more were planned to come. And so I asked them how much of the completed scripts had they read, and they, I didn't want to embarrass them or anything, but I wanted to make sure that, their minds were kind of prepared and kind of got them thinking on what they had seen of the plot and the script so far. Because the fourth question was this: silently picture in your mind your favorite part of the story you've encountered so far. Are you imagining it? Good. Now, without revealing any spoilers, focusing on your general feelings about the scene, can you tell me why it's your favorite part? I wanted to, again, this is kind of like, I crafted this question to kind of try to generate hype, essentially, because I felt very proud and excited about the story that we were telling. And I knew that those who had been reading the scripts were as well. And so I wanted to kind of like just get general vague, hype, essentially, for the upcoming episodes. And so they're, I kind of usually tell what someone's favorite part was, but anyway. And then my final question was, where would you be and what would you be doing if you were in the Valhallan Underworld, if they were in the sort of Mafia AU alternate universe of Brawlhalla that we had fashioned? So yeah, all very fun. And then I would kind of like, give them opportunities to ask me questions if they want. And then I would say episode one of Brawlhalla Underworld on October 2nd. So, but yeah, there you go. Here are all the interviews, every single one that we did, all the people that came forward and were able to schedule time with me to do these interviews. I hope you enjoyed them, because I certainly enjoyed talking to these people and kind of preparing these for the purposes of this YouTube channel. So thank you very much, and take care.